Ladies and gentlemen, Jonny Waters and Company.
And I'm trying to find the balance. For my lady, gotta go and spend a little time. For the people, gotta go and make another dime. In this rat race, gotta slow things down. To realize life's more than jewels or a crown. And I'm finding the balance between what's wrong and what's right. Finding the balance between the daytime and the night. Yeah, finding the balance before my story ends. Finding the balance in my soul is where it begins. I'm trying to find the balance. Yeah. So far is the distance between rich and poor. Bankers shoot those zeros like a football score. For so many that could be food or medicine, but they say in this game not everyone can win. And I'm finding the balance between what's wrong and what's right. Finding the balance between the daytime and the night. Yeah, finding the balance before my story ends. Finding the balance, my soul is where it begins. I'm trying to find. Black and white will surely fade away. Happiness is found in shades of gray. And I'm finding the balance between what's wrong and what's right. Finding the balance between the daytime and the night. Yeah, finding the balance before my story ends. Finding the balance, my soul is where it begins. I'm trying to find the balance. Yeah, play a little something sweet for him then. Here we go. And I'm finding the balance between what's wrong and what's right. Finding the balance between the daytime and the night. Yeah, finding the balance before my story ends. Finding the balance, my soul is where it begins. I'm trying to find the balance. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. We're still supporting the Beach Food Pantry. My name is Jonny Waters. We got Natalie Davison on the keys, Woody Wood over here, beating on the skins and the cajon. That last tune was one I wrote called Find the Balance. I wrote it out on the beach last summer. So we got a live album coming out in just a couple weeks. That's going to be one of the tunes on it. So stay tuned for that. Be looking for that on all your favorite music platforms, Spotify, iTunes, any of that stuff. We love the opportunity here to support the Beach Food Pantry. We're stoked that we're performing inside the pantry itself. So stay tuned on Fridays and Sundays. We're going to be coming at you guys with the Beach Food Pantry live feed. This is going to be episode number 2 with us. We had one on Friday night featuring Skip Saunders. And coming up next week, we've got Joe Tyson. So you're not going to want to miss that one, folks. This next one I wrote a few years ago, also on the beach. I think all of my best songs must come from the beach. Yeah, that's right, by the water. This is one I wrote for my wife. It's called Natural Beauty. Skin glowing in the candlelight makes me wanna stay up all night and just groove. See your body's beat all night long. Soft lips and warm embrace puts the biggest smile on my face. It just moves me makes me wanna sing you this song. You got that natural beauty, natural beauty. Oh, that natural beauty, natural beauty. Yeah. It's all night long, ain't long enough to feel the feeling, the electric touch of your hands running through my head. I wanna tell you what's in my heart, how much I miss you when we're apart. The 3 words, they can't make it this clear. You got that natural beauty, natural beauty. Oh, that natural beauty, natural beauty. Yeah. Natural beauty, natural beauty. Oh, that natural beauty, natural beauty. You've got that natural beauty, natural beauty. Oh, that natural beauty, natural beauty. Let's take it home. That was natural beauty, folks. All right. We're going to turn it over to Richard Bruce, and he's going to take you guys through the food pantry and tell you a lot of things about the food pantry, how you guys can help, why we're here tonight, what we're trying to accomplish and hoping to accomplish. So without further ado, we'll be cutting to him, and we'll be back for some more music afterwards, so don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Richard Bruce. I serve as president of the Beach Food Pantry Board of Directors, and I'd like to welcome you to the pantry and show you around a little bit. Where we are right now, we're standing in our waiting area where clients come in and they register to be served. At the moment, during this pandemic that we're experiencing, we have our clients wait out in the parking lot to practice social distancing, and I'll get into how we go about showing you how we serve our clients that way. But typically, how this works is our clients register in this room and they wait for their turn. Come on into the pantry and I'll show you how it works. So we are a client choice model, and if we look over here on the door, we follow a MyPlate guideline, which it's a government guideline. It gives you suggestions on quantities that you should be eating and to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And this is how we organize the pantry, through proteins, grains, fruits and vegetables, and dairy. And what's something that's very special about our pantry is we have a client choice model. Before we moved into this location about 5 years ago, we were simply a distribution center for clients that came that needed food. We would have groceries that were bagged up, ready to go, and we weren't sure if our clients liked the food that they were receiving. Also, we weren't sure if there were any food allergies. So that also led to waste. So what we decided is to make a commitment once we moved into this building back in 2007 or 16. With the help of the Community Foundation, we were able to put down a very large down payment on the building, and we committed to making this a client choice model. So when clients come in, they get to choose exactly what they want with what we have here on the shelves, and we feel like it's a much more dignified approach. It's super hard to come in here and face an issue with regard to hunger. And if we can make this as comfortable and as seamless as possible, that's our goal. And so far, we're going to stick to it, and we've done a great job, and we're very proud of this model. So as you can see, our pantry is organized based on the My Plate model. We have grains here. You see a lot of things you might see in the supermarket anyway, and the reason for that is we are part of a program called Feeding America. And Feeding America is a government-supported program, and also through the Food Bank of the Albemarle, that allows us to receive groceries from grocery stores that are participating. And if they have items that they need to re-merchandise, or maybe they're about to possibly expire, we have our volunteers pick those items up. They check the dates to make sure everything's okay for our clients, and we stock the shelves. Now, you may, if you look closely, we may not have as much as we normally would have, and there's a reason for that. During this time, a lot of folks have visited the grocery store, and it's taxed the grocery stores quite a bit. And what we normally receive from Feeding America is perhaps around 20,000 pounds per month. Now we're receiving around 7,000 or 8,000 pounds per month. So there's a difference there where we have to go and purchase these items to make sure that we can provide for our clients. Our client count, just to give you an example, last week we served roughly 160 clients. And typically during this time of year, we would serve anywhere from maybe 15 and at the most 50 per week. So we're operating at probably over 5 times what we would normally do. So we really need your help, and we'll get into that as far as how you may be able to help us in the future. But come on down this way. We've got non-perishable vegetables and fruits here. Also, something that you may not think about is we have pet food, and we also have people that come and donate this food to us, but we also purchase this food because if you're hungry, more than likely your animal or your pet is hungry as well. So we do our best to accommodate those needs. We also receive protein from the grocery stores, or we purchase, and we organize those through by way of poultry, pork, beef, and we also have some fish from time to time. We do live on the Outer Banks. So one other thing I want to show you is we also have personal care items that we help folks out with as well. And something else that you may not think about is the items that you typically, when you come to a food pantry, you wouldn't think that we would provide these things. But we are doing our very best to make sure that we make our clients as whole as possible.
All right, folks, so this next tune we're going to play for you guys is one of my favorite tunes by one of my favorite songwriters and musicians, Mr. Jack Johnson. This is called Staple It Together. It's really too bad. Became a prisoner of his own past. Stabbed the moment in the bag with the round thumbtack. They held up the list of things he got to do. You know it's no good. He's moving on before he's understood. Shot the future in the foot with every step he took. From the places he'd seen but forgot to look. Better staple it together and call it bad weather. 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 Oh yeah. Well, I guess you could say that I don't even know where to begin. Cause it looked both ways, but he was so afraid. Digging deep into the ditch with every chance he did. You know it's too bad. Became a prisoner of his own past. Stabbed the moment in the bag with the round thumbtack. Held up the list of things he got to do. You know it's no good. He's moving on before he's understood. He shot the future in the back with every step he took. With anything to look. Y'all give it up for the beat man tonight, Mr. Woody Wood. Over here to my right, your left. Rocking the background vocals and the piano. Y'all give it up for Miss Natalie Davison. Gets better, we should get together. Spend a little time and we can get together. You know we can do twice as clever. Staple it together and call it bad weather. Oh yeah. You better staple it together and call it bad weather. 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 Yeah. Well, with all that's going on in the world, it's kind of a crazy situation. We're all just kind of stapling it together and calling it bad weather, doing what we can. I think we're 6 feet apart. If not, staple that together. Call that bad weather. We're doing our best to social distance. We miss gigging for sure, so we're stoked to have an opportunity to play for you guys here in front of the microphone, in front of the camera, on Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. So thanks for tuning in. We're gonna leave you guys with this last tune. It's actually one of the first songs I wrote. It's a little something, it's called Too Bad. This heart of sorrow. Yeah, I've been waiting for the rain to come to wash away the pain from what you said that you did not do. It's too bad, we're through. I'm sorry you feel that way, and I'll go away if you're meant to, but then I'll stay. I'm sorry you feel that way, and I'll go away. But if you want me to, then I'll stay. Something I set up I did not do, must have ruined it for me and you. Now I'm waiting for the day in time, so you can be mine on mine. Just waiting for the time to come, so we can spend our days in fun in the sun. Something we set up we did not do. It's too bad, we're through. It's too bad, we're through. I'm sorry you feel that way, and I'll go away. But if you want me to, well then I'll stay. I'm sorry you feel that way, and I'll go away. But if you want me to, then I'll stay. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're gonna take you home with this last chorus. Do what you can to help out the Beach Food Pantry, folks. We're gonna do all we can. All you viewers out there, take a look at the Beach Food Pantry live feed, episode 2 on YouTube. All right? This is what be doing for you guys weekly. Call for other musicians. Comment on this video. Call out your favorite Outer Banks musician. Tell them they need to be a part, right? And for all you musicians that are out of work, don't be too proud. Stop on by the food pantry if you need to, all right? A lot of folks are struggling. A lot of folks are needing. So don't feel like you're above it anyway or undeserving, because everyone that's a part of our community is. So if you need something, stop by. If you have extra, stop by, drop it off. If you have some extra money, definitely send it. Whatever you can do, folks. Y'all have a great night. Something I set up I did not do was to ruin it for me and you. Now I'm waiting for the day and time so you can be mine on mine. Just waiting for the time to come so we can spend our days with fun in the sun. Something we set up we did not do. It's too bad we're through. It's too bad we're through. It's too bad for you. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.
We want to thank you for your continued support of the Beach Food Pantry, and now I want to tell you how you can get involved. We are in desperate need of volunteers that are also flexible. So if you feel like you're able and it's on your heart to do so, please contact the Beach Food Pantry at 252-261-2756. Also, we're an essential business. We are not going to close during this time. We are here for you, so please don't worry. If you have any worries about not being able to get to the pantry, please contact us either by the phone number I mentioned, or you can also email our executive director at executivedirector@beachfoodpantry.org, or you can go to our website and get more information at beachfoodpantry.org or our Facebook page as well. In addition to volunteers that are flexible, we also need your monetary support. If you're able to give, we know this time is tough, but if you are able to give, we would be very grateful. Here on the Outer Banks, we are all together with this, and we are doing our best to get through this, and we will get through this together. Once again, I want to thank you for your support. Also want to thank Jonny Waters and company, also Skip Saunders for this awesome, awesome thing that they're doing. Thank you so much.
Natural beauty, natural beauty. Whoa, that natural beauty, natural beauty. You got that natural beauty.